Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for the Sunday rune and card reading, and we have 3 court cards to guide us in our readings. Now in just a moment I'll let you know which cards we're using this week, but I will first of all let you have a look at the lunar energy for the coming week, the daily lunar updates, and if you do want to see those on a daily basis, I am posting them on Facebook and Instagram. So guys, let me run you through those and then we'll dive into the additional guidance and the stuff that was coming through in preparation, and I'll let you know which of the tarot packs and oracle packs we are using for each of the 3 pick a card readings today. Welcome back to the cards. So in my preparation I really heard so strongly that there was the energy of someone around you, and that someone was going to be bringing something of the message for this week's readings. And so I was drawn to use court cards only from one of the traditional tarot packs, the Rider-Waite pack. I've drawn 1 card for each of these readings as part of the guidance. So in reading number 1, we are going to be using the New Chapter Tarot and the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. And the card that we drew, the court card, is the Knight of Swords. So just tune into the energy of that. Reading number 2, we are going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot. We're using a Native American oracle pack, and we drew the King of Wands. So the energy of the King of Wands around you. This could be a guide, it could be someone who's already in your life, it could be someone who's coming into your life. But there's definitely a flavour of someone bringing a message that is relevant to you this week. We then, in reading number 3, we are using the White Newman Tarot. We're using the Law of Attraction Oracle cards, and we drew the court card of the Queen of Swords. So that's reading 1, 2 and 3. Guys, if you want to just pause the video, that's, just sit with this. You might find there's more than one speaking to you. Sometimes more than one reading does. Thank you so much, all of you, for your amazing comments, and thank you for your ideas for spontaneous readings. Also, I should just say, the monthly prize draw, I give away a free private reading and a first signed limited edition pack of the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. I will make an announcement of the winners of last month's prize draw, and I will put that video on right at the end of the readings. All the timestamps are in the information box below, so you can just whiz through to whichever reading you want. And if you are a subscriber and you are registered on our subscriber email list, check out to see if you are a winner this month. Wonderful friends, see you in the readings. So you have chosen the New Chapter Tarot, the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. We're going to draw runes, throw astrology dice as well, and also possibly charms as well. But the energy of someone coming into your life is the Knight of Swords. Now this feels really quite dynamic, and look at that, Mars in Gemini. So there's a real warrior energy coming in here, that Mars energy. It's interesting in Gemini because it feels like, you know, is this, I almost want to say divide and conquer. Isn't that interesting? That's coming through for some of you. Yeah, there's somebody coming in quite forcefully. There's a warrior energy around. In Gemini, I feel like this person, when I say divide and conquer, it may be that they allow you to see something from more than one position. But I do feel there's something about divide and conquer, somebody ploughing forwards, sort of with their own agenda in mind. I'm going to place that here. And let's draw from the tarot first. The Emperor. Temperance. We also have the Tower. I'm going to use both. Three of Cups and the Moon. Okay. Let's leave the cards where we are for one moment, and then we will possibly draw some more. We'll certainly draw from the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards as well. I feel like I want to say you've made a stand about something. Something needs to change, and I think you have become the person who's the driver of that change. You're the creator of that change. And something is currently being weighed up here. I love the card of Temperance, you know, because I always feel in some of the more traditional packs, it speaks of, I think it's the goddess Iris, and the goddess Iris and the Temperance card and the legend around her, the myth around her, was that she was very, very benevolent. I mean, she would give to, she was a real kind of almost like the kind of person that supports endless charities and is just always giving. But she was no pushover either. She was absolutely able to hold her ground. And this is really interesting because the Temperance card is really resonating with the Gemini dice here. It's seeing things from all sides, seeing it from all angles. What I'm actually seeing, and it's a very clear message, I think you've initiated something. Either you've initiated something or somebody else has initiated something in your world, but I think it's you. I think you've been the initiator of something. And I think this is really saying, look, you're going to see the way forwards from many, many different directions. There's more than one possibility ahead of you. Okay, there's more than one direction. But you do need to be thoughtful and also very firm. Okay, it's that situation where it's really important, and that's the goddess Iris, that's her energy. She's very benevolent, but she doesn't get messed around either. She's got impeccable boundaries. So there's something about seeing things, taking action, and yet seeing things from every possibility. This is interesting because I saw this as someone coming into your world, and I still see that presence coming in. But I'm also seeing it as an outcome of you actually taking quite clear, decisive action. Someone coming into your world almost demands that you take decisive action. There is a big shift about to occur, and from that big shift, and this is really rather lovely, we see almost an initial stage of completion. So something has been initiated, it's being weighed up, it's being balanced, but it's creating the rainbow bridge of change for the good. And something significant is going to shift here. And as it shifts, there will be a cause for an initial celebration. What I want to say is there will be, I think something's going to come into your world that will create an avenue of initial celebration, but there will still be work to be done. It's really interesting. The moon for me is a card that is like a rite of passage. It's a channel of rebirth in some way, and you will need to take quite decisive action. But I think there's a significant shift or change in something that is going to create an opening for you to move something forwards. Whatever you've initiated, the move forwards will come. It will be illuminated. You'll see where you need to go. You'll see what you need to do next. And this is again the Gemini energy. You'll understand it from all perspectives. The way forwards will become clear. Dislike of others. Shine. Grace. No, that's not right. That's the one. Lack. Collaborate. Okay. Whatever you've initiated, I feel like you took a stand. So this card says sometimes we form strongly negative feelings towards others. In truth, it's not them that we dislike, but their words, their actions and their behaviour. This card asks you to try to detach from the experience of their behaviour and see them as a soul on their own unique pathway, attempting to manage their own challenging life lessons. And again, the card of grace here, it's fueling into this. When we sit in relationship with grace, we see every situation through the eyes of love, fostering our desire to meet life with understanding, compassion and kindness. This card asks that you view your situation with grace. Will understanding bring compassion? How would love view your possible choices? What would kindness suggest you do? There's going to be a shift in the situation that is relevant to you at this moment in time. I mean, you'll understand how to interpret this for your own experiences. This is a time for you to step up and shine. It's really right for you to step up. This is the Emperor, being your own hero or heroine. I feel like a situation has caused you to feel like you had to take a stand, step up, be that hero. You're weighing something up and the change is coming favourably. I think what's interesting is when the favourable information or the favourable shift occurs, it's almost as though you're then in a position to have to then be quite clear about the action forward and the way forwards. But this is the right time for you to soar, to shine. The time is right for you to spread your wings and soar. You have something valuable to share. Bring forth your greatest contribution. Step into your fullest potential. Show the world the real you. Reach out and shine. The universe supports your growth. We've spoken about grace. There's something about you really holding the higher vision and yet still taking very dynamic action. We have the card of lack. Leading a spiritual life does not mean living in lack. There's a really clear message coming through. I'll read it first and then tell you the message. This card asks you to release any underlying beliefs that you may hold regarding entitlement and worthiness that may be blocking your ability to receive. When you have an abundance of wealth, both inner and outer, you will have an abundance to give and to share with others. And collaborate. Sometimes we're called to develop our self-sufficiency, and this can be a valuable road to travel in the discovery of our unique and individual gifts. But this is not the same as trying to do everything yourself all of the time. This is not a time to go it alone. This is a time to unite and work with others. The way that this is going to be moving forwards, I feel you're the one that took the initiative. You're the one that stepped up, and it was in response to somebody's behaviour that wasn't okay. The shift is coming and there will be a kind of a celebration. But you need to then allow yourself to receive. Trust that the outcome will be beneficial. Aim high and actually allow others to step in and help. Your first rune is the rune of breakthrough. This is the turning point. We then have the rune of initiation. This is again a rite of passage. It's suggesting to me that something will move forwards. I do feel there's something about you being a real leader here. You know, big and small ways. You're taking a leadership role here. And you have the rune of gateway. This is an evaluation. There's a distinct turning point here in this reading. It's like something is going to shift. And when it does, I think your leadership is what sort of, the way will be illuminated, decisions will need to be made, you will move forwards, you'll step through the gateway, but there will be evaluation to be done. You're going to have to think about how best to move forwards in a way that collaborates with others. It's interesting because I'm seeing a clear way forwards, but there will be more work to be done. This reading is really speaking about this imminent turning point, which is lovely because there's a real validation here of you and the role that you took in stepping up. And the shift will occur and the way forwards will be clear, but there will still be work to be done. Now we have a little mermaid. That's a very feminine energy here. Okay, let's just look at everything that's come out here. So we have a mermaid. That was our first charm. This feels for me, it's both a shield and it has a flower on it, a flower of life. We then have a Cupid's arrow. I said aim high. We have a turtle, which is about initiation, creativity, growth, starting a new beginning. And then we have a crown, which again is a symbol of leadership. I do feel your defense here. It's really interesting to say your defense, but I feel like you do need in some way to defend yourself, even though I think because you've stepped up in response to somebody else's behavior, so there's a feeling of needing to defend yourself in some way. The warrior energy is with you and you are initiating a much needed change and you have a leadership role, but there is still a need. When I say defense, it's more a sense of protection. It's like knowing, and that's what this card of lack is speaking about. It's knowing that you've done the right thing. That's what's coming through here. Your stepping up is right. hold course and collaborate, but do it with grace. And remember, you know, even though this has been initiated by somebody else's actions or behaviour, you're stepping up. You know, there's somebody coming in who's just they're a bit angry with you. Or they're cross because you've stood up. They're cross because you've said no, you've held your boundaries. You've said, hang on a minute, this isn't okay. And it's absolutely right that you shine. You are initiating this. This feels like an energy that's outside of you. I don't feel you're actually going to be in the direct firing line. More that you've stood up, you've voiced something, and you're putting something right here. But in doing so, somebody is sort of probably a bit pissed off, basically. I don't know how better to say it. But the way will become clear to you. You'll know how to move forwards. I think there will be a point of review. There'll be a shift, a celebration, and a point of review. And that's the point at which you then collaborate and you move this forwards. You don't go it alone. I hope this is clear to you guys. It feels quite specific, and yeah, I want to really honour the fact that you've stood up, because I'm really hearing you've potentially put your head above the parapet in the face of something that wasn't okay, and I really wish to honour that. That's really coming through as a strong message, and yeah, just truly big respect to you. Yeah, aim high. This is going to, you know, there's going to be more work to be done, but you know, amazing. You've done it. The shift will occur. There will be a celebration. And actually, this person, they're all bluff and no trousers. That's what I want to say. And actually, the two messages coming through here is, on the one hand, there's somebody coming in. On the other hand, you know, you've kind of, if your defense, your protection comes from knowing that you're doing what's right, and I think you'll be seen in that way as well. I think it's quite clear. I'm going to wrap this up. Very clear reading for reading number 1. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your ideas for spontaneous readings. I had a very busy week last week with lots of extras popping up in my world, but yeah, assuming things are steady this week, I will do some extra readings in the coming week. So watch this space, guys. If you want to get notification as soon as I post anything, whether it's the Sunday readings or any of the spontaneous ones, if you want to subscribe and press the little bell icon, you should be able to get them into your stream. Tons and tons of love to you. Welcome to reading number 2. You guys have chosen the King of Wands and the Native American Oracle cards and the Wild Unknown Tarot. So, King of Wands, there's quite a solid, steady energy around this reading already. Okay, Taurus, yeah, solid, steady. Pluto in Taurus, so this is suggesting some form of emergence, I think, rebirth, the arrival, the transformation of something, but very steady, very solid, consistent sort of feeling. You know, maybe in your manifestations you are bringing something forwards. Let's see what the tarot shows us first of all. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. And we're going to use this too. Ten of Cups. The Hierophant. And the Magician. That is just so fantastic. I was literally just thinking, what are you guys manifesting? Okay, what are you guys manifesting that you've been waiting for? you know, waiting for something to actually to happen, to emerge. Let's line our cards up, get everything here straight so you guys can see everything that we have here. Okay. Someone's coming in, I think, to your world to give you something quite solid that's going to help something to literally happen, to emerge, to take place. Now, something has been feeling, I won't say stale, but something hasn't been moving forwards, or something has been stuck. It hasn't actually emerged yet. It's going to. Okay, there's going to be an emergence. There's going to be a moving forwards, and it's something that you are creating, something you're actively involved in manifesting. And I feel like someone is actually going to give you, or come in and give you something you really need, that little piece of advice, or open a doorway for you, or give you that promotion, or give you, it's got a real feel of magic is what I want to say here. A magical window of opportunity opening for you. So something that hasn't yet quite shifted into being is about to emerge here, I think. It's curious because the Taurus energy, the earthiness of Taurus, and Pluto in Taurus, I literally feel like it's almost like it's something that you've been waiting to birth into the world, and it hasn't happened. There'll be some kind of a clue or a sign or something, or it might even be like that magical moment when you suddenly realize what it is you need to do, or how you need to do it in order, or you suddenly get the clarity as to what you're actually going to do and how you're going to do it, and you move it forwards. But I do think it's like somebody gives you a key here. You've been manifesting something. Someone gives you a gift. It's a key, it's an opening, it's a window of opportunity. Even if it comes in an unexpected way, I feel like there's a gift coming your way, and it's connected to something that your kind of heart has desired. Now, if that's like some aspect of relationship, if you're single, or it's some creative project, or there's some opening that is about to happen, someone is going to give you a key, or you find the key that opens the pathway to meet exactly the person you need. Yes, something. Even if it comes in, for some of you, I think it's really quite straightforward. Literally, it will be just, you get the email, or something comes through. Somebody, a friend of a friend, or there's a communication. It could be, for some of you, that it is unexpected. For some, it may be straightforward, but for others, this window of opportunity comes from an unexpected source and an unexpected direction. But this is something you've been working on. Yeah, we have the card of the shaman. The shaman journeys between the worlds. The shaman is in many ways a master creator, but only for the good, of course. And the shaman is able to see beyond limitations. There's something really powerful here about something you are manifesting and bringing in. You have the card of the snake. I think you're about to shed a skin. You're outgrowing a situation. You've grown out of something. It doesn't, it feels less like you've grown out of it and more like you've grown into it. There's a difference, isn't there? When we grow out of something, we've still got to find the next step. When you grow into something, it's like the butterfly, the chrysalis emerging from the chrysalis. There's a completion, there's a something, the key to something. This is gorgeous. You've waited for this. Yeah. Smoke signals, signs, synchronicities. What I said to you earlier when we were looking initially at this card, the 4 here of Cups, something you've been wanting to move forwards that hasn't been. The information might come to you, the key might come to you in an unexpected way. So be alert to signs, signals. Something is going to become apparent. And that's the doorway. There's a key, there's a doorway. Okay, so we have the owl, wisdom. We have an umbrella, but it's interesting because it's more of a parasol. I never feel with this charm that you have to shelter from the storm. More, yeah, it's more about sitting in the shade of something. And gosh, have you been in you've been in the shadow of something? Or it may be that you even need to look in the shadows to see the way forwards. Now this is interesting. This charm came out in the previous reading. And it's like a shield. I felt in reading 1 it was a shield of protection. The crown is a stepping up. King of Wands, it's like, I feel like the opening that's coming is going to give you, I want to say a significant, I've said the key to something, a significant opportunity, a doorway of opportunity, I think, will open. And there's the owl, there's something about wisdom here. I want you to trust your intuition on something here. Literally, you're stepping into something, you've grown into something. Yeah, pay particular attention to signs, signals. Look for the less obvious. If someone says something to you, again, 4 of Cups. If someone says something to you, recognize that there may be a different message in what they're saying. Look beyond the obvious. Look beneath the surface. Look in the shadows. You have the rune of flow. You have the rune of wholeness. And you have the blank rune. Yeah. There is, what this reading is really saying to me is there is an absolute golden opportunity. 10 of Cups. Golden opportunity coming your way. You have worked for it, and the doorway may open, you know, because you see something or something comes to you in a way that is unexpected, but you are so ready for this and you have been manifesting it. So be particularly alert. This is literally taking you into a new phase of creation. So be especially alert. I feel like someone's going to give you a key. It's like the key to your happiness, the key to fulfillment, the key to something that your heart desires. And it's time to give birth to this. The birth is, of course, in some ways just a new beginning, but it is the path you must follow. There's something quite karmic about this reading. It's a real karmic flavour to the window of opportunity that's coming. You've worked for it, you deserve it. There's something about it's karmic, it's your soul's journey. There's something really powerful. But the message and the opening may come in a way that you had not expected. That's what I want to say. I'm going to wrap this reading up. You are ready to flow into a new space of being. You are ready to birth yourself into some aspect of your world that you have long been desiring, that really does hold the key to your happiness in some way. So whether this is connected to a project, a career, a pathway, a person coming into your life, the love of your life, one way or the other, you are absolutely ready to grow into this. So, wonderful friends, I'm leaving it there. This is beautiful. There's a real window of opportunity about to present itself to you, but it may come in a different form to that which you expect. So, enjoy absolutely enjoy. It's time for something to become real. It's like you manifest something and it now is actually going to really truly happen in real physical manifestation terms. Wow. Wonderful friends, tons and tons and tons of love to you. Much deserved, and I look forward to seeing you for some more readings. Thank you so much in your comments for the suggestions. I had such a busy week last week, but hopefully as things level out in the coming week, I hope to be doing some extra readings. So if you want to get notification as soon as I post them, do press subscribe and the little bell icon. That way they should come into your stream. I look forward to seeing you next Sunday for the Sunday readings, and yeah, just tons of love. And guys, if you are subscribed already and you're on my subscriber email list, check out the winners for the free reading, the free private reading, and of course winning a pack of the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards as well. Tons and tons and tons and tons of love to you. Welcome to reading number 3. You've chosen the Queen of Swords. You're looking forward. And you've chosen the White Numen Tarot and also the Law of Attraction Oracle cards. Something about you looking ahead, or someone guiding you forwards in some way, giving you the clarity of direction you need. Someone coming in with a clearness. See what you're... Okay, so you have Mars in Scorpio. Very dynamic. Scorpio is very intense. There's a very intense energy here, but there's something about actually definitely taking action, but taking action in a way that feels, gosh, I almost want to say when in deep water become a diver. But let's see, who is this Queen of Swords? Who's this person guiding you, supporting you in moving forwards, showing you the way? We have the card of the Hermit. Okay. We have 5 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. King of Cups. Oh my goodness me. I mean, there's a lot going on around you. There is a lot going on around you here. You're emerging. You've taken some time on your own. You've had some time out by necessity. You've been put in a position where it's not a bad thing to say that you've taken time out and been on your own. But I think for some of you, you may even have ended up feeling a little bit isolated in some way. Like isolated from your tribe in some way. That's about to change. That's moving forwards. This is really fascinating. This feels like you're, I want to say you're going to be given something. This is really fascinating because I felt that reading number 2, we were given a window of opportunity, a gift in some way. This is different though. This doesn't feel like, yeah, we have the card of death. I feel like you're given something here that actually literally transforms your world. It feels a bit like a lottery win, you know, it's got that flavour. Winning the contract of your dreams, meeting the love of your life. And it creates an entirely new pathway forwards. I feel like something in your external world, so something quite, I was going to say materialistic, but something that has physicality is about to change in your world. So whereas you may have felt quite alone or quite isolated or separated from your tribe in some way, shape or form. It's like you find your tribe. There's something in your actual circumstances, whether it's your physical health, your actual circumstances, the home you live in. If you're looking to move house, I think the move will come. If you're looking for the love of your life, I think he or she will show up, and that will radically alter your external circumstances. And it will give you clarity. Somebody is going to come in and they are going to shape your clarity of direction. But it feels like a gift. It feels like, and it doesn't feel small. When I said a lottery win, you know, it doesn't mean you're all going to go out and win the lottery. I sincerely wish you would, and I would love you to. But it feels like it is a lottery win in itself, whatever comes to you, whether it was that piece of real estate that you were after or you've been waiting for, suddenly it moves forwards. Whether it's, as I said, the career move, the job of a lifetime. It's something you really, really want, but it changes the physicality of your real world. It gives you a clarity, a new direction. Let's look at the Law of Attraction cards. It feels like a really big week, you know, in terms of transformation. Yeah, I can deliberately reach for joyous thoughts. There is reading on the back here. It says, in seeking and finding joy, you not only find your perfect alignment with your inner being and with who you really are, but you also find vibrational alignment with all the things you desire. When joy is really important to you, you will not allow yourself to focus upon things that do not feel good. And the result of thinking only thoughts that feel good will then cause you to create a wonderful life filled with all the things that you desire. I said I felt that you were separated, or you've been in isolation, or you've been separated from your tribe, or something has been happening that's caused you to not be in the zone that you want to be in. It's coming to an end. This is going to break open. What's really interesting is you can enhance that breaking open by holding those deliberately joyous thoughts. Worrying about illness can create more illness. Again, this is really speaking about knowing that you can shift the energy around you and that doorway can open. When you give your attention to something, your potential for attracting it is increased. The more vivid the details, the more likely you are to attract it into your experience. And so any negative emotion you feel while observing something is your indication that you are negatively attracting. So this reading is really saying, hold that positivity. Hold that opportunity so that window opens. My thoughts are in harmony with health. You know, I said, again, I'm going back to the language I used, the lottery win. If you have not been well, shift your thinking patterns into harmony with health and positivity. This is really inviting you to be actively involved in creating that shift. If you've been struggling with any form of depression as well, any form of just heaviness, it's time to shift away from that and believe in what you want. Believe in your right and entitlement to happiness. Be very clear, crystal clear in your thinking. Again, some aspect of health is coming through very strongly. I want perfect health. I like feeling good. I enjoy my good feeling body. I have many positive memories of feeling good in my body. I see many people who are clearly in a state of good health. And it's easy to see how much they're enjoying their good feeling bodies. When I think thoughts like these, I feel good. These thoughts are in harmony with a healthy body. So there's something about really holding mind and body in a way that creates changes in your external world. We have the rune of signs, signals. If your body has been, if you've been feeling tired or under the weather, do you know, it's a sign that you need to think about the kinds of things you're thinking. Has something been getting you down? It's time to give yourself an injection of positivity through thinking, through your thinking patterns, your thoughts, your predominant thoughts. The Rune of Gateway. This is a rune of evaluation. And it asks, this is fascinating because this rune always for me, it tells me that I need to get into a space of gratitude. It's like it literally invites you to stop, press the pause button, think about what's going on, cast your mind back over the things that have been going on that have got you to where you are today, and step into a space of gratitude for everything, even the rubbish stuff, so that you are in that space of appreciation, because it elevates your vibration, and then you step through the doorway. There's something about elevating your vibration here. But I feel like if you do, it's going to create a very immediate shift in your circumstances. Yeah, we have the Rune of Openings. I think it will create a very immediate shift. It's almost like you guys have been on the verge of, you know, when you put your order into the universe and you're on the verge of it happening, but something, it doesn't quite arrive. And often it's because we go back into ourselves and those negative thinking patterns, or stuff is going on around us that causes us to need to withdraw, to retreat, to recalibrate sometimes. But this reading is saying, hold that positivity. Look for signs, because they will be shown to you. Review, get into that space of gratitude. Take care of your own emotional health, physical health, mental health, psychological health, spiritual health. And as you attend to those, doorways will open, and I think quite quickly. I actually, guys, I have a totally free library. It's called the A to Z of Emotional Health. I will put a link in the information box. It's a completely free resource. It always will be. It's a membership site. You can join the library, and it is just full of stuff that helps you to use your emotions as a source of empowerment. Literally, there are meditations that teach you how to understand your emotions, meditations that take you through all sorts of different emotional states, including emotional release, letting go, so that you shift your mind, body and soul into a space where your energetic frequency is so much higher, which elevates you, and that in turn creates windows of opportunity. There's been stuff going on around you. That's what I'm really seeing. It's almost like you've had to process some really quite deep stuff, and in a way I think it's possibly got you down. Some of you, I also think, may have been processing a loss of some sort of bereavement. But it's time for you to consider re-engaging with life again, fully embracing it. And I think the energy is, there's something in your external circumstances that is just itching to change. And the key here is to shift the energy from within. Have a charm. Look at that. It's like a little... I mean, it's actually like a little ram's skull here. Again, very interesting, because Aries is Mars is the ruler of Aries, rather than Aries is the ruler of Mars. There's something, again, though, about moving something forwards, shifting beyond something, leaving something behind, and moving into a space of new beginnings. Yes, we have the Eiffel Tower. This is like, for me, connecting what is above with below, manifesting something, but reaching high, believing in high ideals, believing in your self-worth. And here we have the angel, a little cherub. This is an angel of love. King of Cups here. I mean, the King of Cups is not a, it's not really gender specific. I mean, the energy of the King of Cups is about love and successful love, you know, being and emotional fulfillment in love, I think. There's something about to shift and turn in your world. Whether this is about love of yourself and your own health, or it is love coming in from someone else. Some sense of isolation, something that's caused you to be isolated, feel isolated, is about to shift and open up. The key is for you to leap into that space of energy and embrace the opening that comes to you, and do so in terms of change from the inside out. That's the deep dive of Scorpio. Change from the inside out, believing in yourself, looking after your mind, body, soul, spirit, emotions, looking after yourself in ways that fuel that sense of perspective that allows you to hold the positive vibration. And I feel like something will open up very quickly, but it will change your world. It will change the circumstances, the reality of your world, in your physical world, your health, in some way. Wonderful news. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to wrap this up. I feel like this reading, what the Spirit is sort of saying here is, look, you know, if you continue to worry about something, you're going to create more of the same. The key here is to bring your thoughts into harmony with joy, gratitude, health, and as you do so, that internal shift will open the pathway for you to create something, in literally to manifest something in real, practical, physical terms, whatever that may mean in the individuality of your real world. Wonderful friends, tons and tons of love to you, and thank you so much for sending comments and ideas for more spontaneous readings that are more focused with specific questions. I don't know if there's such a word as specifical, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to hopefully in the coming week do some more spontaneous readings. I will just upload them as I do them. I had a really busy week last week, but now things are evening out, as stuff does when you move through things. I hope this week be doing some spontaneous readings. If you want to get notification of them, do press subscribe and the little bell icon as well. That way they should come into your stream. And guys, do check out the video of the winners for this month's, for last month's private reading and pack of the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. If you are a subscriber and you're on my subscriber email list, you should, you are in that drawer, so watch out and check it out, because you may be a winner. Tons and tons and tons of love. See you soon. Namaste. Welcome everyone to the very last part of today's video, and I am now going to announce the winners of last month's subscriber offer. So I'm very excited to do this. I love doing this bit. So first of all, the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards, the first signed limited edition, are going to Gail. Gail, your YouTube name, your YouTube username is Gail Clayton. Gail, if you can get in touch with me via my website, which is www.azemotionalhealth.com, we'll need your address so that we can ship those out to you. Tons and tons of love to you and congratulations. The free private reading is going to Summer. Summer, your YouTube name is Sob123. So Summer, get in touch with me again via the website azemotionalhealth.com, and we will arrange to do your free private reading for you. Tons and tons of love to you all. Thank you so much for subscribing, for being a part of this amazing community. You guys are just awesome.